Welcome to the Pencil Bob channel. I hope you enjoy the story. Remember to like and subscribe. And now the story.
Alfred Huggett had been captivated by the elusive tendrils of time since childhood, his imagination ignited by the allure of history's hidden treasures and the enigmatic possibilities that lay veiled within the folds of the future. From the earliest days of his youth, he had harbored an insatiable thirst for knowledge, yearning to unravel the secrets of epochs long past and to peer beyond the veil of the unknown that shrouded the years yet to come. With a steadfast determination that bordered on obsession, Alfred dedicated his entire existence to the pursuit of his singular dream. Day and night, he toiled tirelessly, laboring over blueprints and schematics, each stroke of his pen a creed to his unwavering resolve. For decades, he delved into the arcane mysteries of science and engineering, driven by an unquenchable desire to construct the ultimate vessel, a time machine capable of transcending the constraints of mortal existence and traversing the vast expanse of temporal realms. Against the backdrop of a world that remained oblivious to his fervent endeavors, Alfred labored in solitude, his workshop a sanctuary wherein he forged his vision into reality. With each twist of the wrench and every calibration of the dials, he inched closer to his elusive goal, his mind consumed by the tantalizing prospect of unlocking the mysteries of time itself. Finally, after a lifetime of relentless dedication and unwavering perseverance, Alfred Huggett stood on the threshold of his greatest triumph. With a triumphant flourish, he unveiled his magnum opus, a marvel of ingenuity and innovation, a beacon of hope amidst the vast expanse of the unknown. For within the gleaming steel and pulsating energy of his creation lay the key to unlocking the boundless wonders of the ages, a gateway to the past, present, and future, poised to carry him on a journey beyond imagination's reach. He had some success, but nothing major. He managed to travel a few minutes into the past and witness his own actions from a different perspective. He also ventured a few minutes into the future and saw glimpses of what was to come. But he was not satisfied. He wanted to go further, deeper, into the realms of history and destiny. He was old now, and he knew he did not have much time left. He decided to risk everything and attempt his most ambitious experiment yet. He wanted to go back to the age of dinosaurs, to see the majestic creatures that ruled the earth before humans. He was convinced that he had solved all the technical problems and that his machine was ready for the ultimate test. With a steady hand and a heart brimming with anticipation, Alfred Huggett adjusted the dials of his time machine, setting the coordinates for a journey beyond the reaches of human memory. 65 million years into the past, the age of titans and primeval wonders, a realm steeped in the ancient echoes of a world long lost to time's relentless march. With meticulous precision, he programmed the intricate mechanisms of his creation, entrusting it with the task of ferrying him through the eons and back again. A flicker of excitement danced in his eyes as he secured himself within the confines of the machine, the weight of his helmet a tangible reminder of the adventure that lay ahead. Expelling a resolute breath, Alfred pressed the button that would set his voyage in motion, the hum of machinery resonating in harmony with the thrum of his racing heartbeat. As the world around him blurred and shifted, he surrendered himself to the currents of time, a lone voyager embarked upon a journey through the annals of history. In the tremulous moment of transition, his senses were whipped into a frenzy, as if by the hand of some mischievous cosmic puppeteer. A surge of energy coursed through his veins, a sensation akin to a lightning bolt crackling through the atmosphere. His very being felt electrified, as though he stood at the epicenter of a tempestuous storm. And then, in the blink of an eye, reality shifted. Anticipation coiled within him, winding tight like a spring poised to release its tension. With bated breath, he anticipated the unveiling of a world beyond the confines of his own. His mind painted vivid pictures of verdant landscapes, where emerald foliage cascaded like waves upon a sea of earth. In his imagination, exotic flora unfurled their vibrant petals beneath a sun that burned with an ancient fire. His ears strained for the primal symphony that surely awaited him. He anticipated the thunderous roars of creatures long extinct, their primal calls echoing through the dense foliage. Each growl promised a story untold, a glimpse into a time when the earth itself was young and untamed. And oh, the scent! He could almost taste it upon the tip of his tongue, the heady perfume of a world untouched by the hand of man. Freshness mingled with primal musk, an intoxicating concoction that stirred something deep within his soul. It was the scent of creation itself, untainted by the passage of time or the folly of civilization. As he stepped forward into this brave new world, he knew that he stood upon the threshold of something extraordinary. For in that moment, he was not merely a traveler, but an explorer of realms unseen, a pilgrim in search of the untamed mysteries that lay beyond the horizon. And with every beat of his heart, he welcomed the unknown with open arms, ready to embrace whatever wonders awaited him in the wilds of his imagination. He saw none of that. Instead, he found himself in a dark and cold laboratory, surrounded by wires and machines. He looked around, confused and disoriented. He saw a man standing in front of him, wearing a white coat and holding a clipboard. The man looked like him, but not quite. He had a different haircut, a different beard, a different expression. The man's words lingered in the air like whispers from the lips of ghosts, haunting and ethereal. They seemed to weave through the fabric of reality itself, carrying with them a sense of eerie familiarity that sent shivers dancing down Alfred's spine. It was as if he stood at the threshold of some ancient mystery, teetering on the edge of a world both familiar and strange. "You dared to tread the paths of time, did you not?" The man's voice bore the weight of shared destiny, each syllable laden with the solemn recognition of their intertwined fates. It was a voice that spoke not just of their present circumstances but of the vast expanse of history itself, stretching back through the annals of time. Alfred nodded in silent agreement, his mind still reeling from the revelation of what he had witnessed. It was a truth that defied the boundaries of logic, a journey beyond the confines of his wildest imagination. Yet here he stood, a witness to the impossible, grappling with the enormity of what lay before him. A weary sigh escaped the man's lips, a weary testament to the fruitless efforts that had consumed him. "I, too, sought to unravel the mysteries of time's tapestry, only to find myself ensnared within its intricate threads. And alas, my friend, it seems we are marooned in this enigmatic place. I've labored tirelessly to find a path homeward, yet the very laws of nature here defy our every attempt." Alfred's heart raced, a drumbeat of apprehension echoing in the cavernous recesses of his mind as he grappled with the gravity of the man's revelation. Each syllable hung in the air, heavy with the weight of uncertainty, casting a pall of unease over their already somber surroundings. "Where, then, have we found ourselves?" His voice, barely more than a whisper, trembled with the weight of unanswered questions, a plaintive plea against the suffocating silence that enveloped them like a shroud. The man's response was not verbal but conveyed through the silent language of shared despair. His head bowed in a solemn gesture, a wordless admission of their mutual bewilderment amidst the incomprehensible depths of their predicament. It was a communion of souls bound by the stark realization of their shared fate, a bond forged in the crucible of uncertainty that now engulfed them both. "I cannot say," the man finally spoke, his voice heavy with resignation. "Whether it be another dimension, an alternate universe, or some uncharted realm of existence, the label matters little. What matters is the stark reality before us. We are ensnared within the confines of this enigmatic abyss, bereft of escape, condemned to wander aimlessly in this purgatory." Alfred's eyes met the man's, and in that fleeting exchange, a profound revelation washed over him like a tide of realization. No longer did he perceive a stranger standing before him, but rather a reflection, a distorted mirror image of himself, wrought from the depths of his own subconscious. In the furrowed lines etched upon the man's brow, Alfred recognized the creases of his own worry. In the weary slump of his shoulders, he saw the weight of his own burdens mirrored back at him. It was as though the very essence of his fears, doubts, and uncertainties had been distilled and given form in the figure standing opposite him. In that surreal moment of recognition, Alfred confronted not just the enigma of their shared predicament, but also the shadowy recesses of his own psyche laid bare before him. Here, in this strange and unfathomable place, he was confronted with the unsettling truth that he stood face to face with the embodiment of his own inner turmoil, a doppelganger fashioned from the fabric of his deepest fears. It was then that the chilling truth dawned upon him like a shard of ice piercing his very being. He stood face to face with his doppelganger, his parallel self, a haunting reflection of the choices and consequences that had led them both to this harrowing juncture. He pondered, his mind swimming in the vast expanse of the cosmos, contemplating the countless iterations of existence that unfolded across the infinite multiverse. Each soul, perhaps, unwittingly stumbling upon the same missteps, traversing paths that inevitably led to the clutches of a shared nightmare. In the dim haze of uncertainty, he searched for a glimmer of hope, a beacon to guide him through the labyrinth of despair. Was there a flicker of possibility, a slender thread of chance weaving its way through the tangled web of fate? His heart ached with longing as he yearned for the familiar embrace of home, the warmth of family, the comforting embrace of his world. Would he ever again tread the soil of his birthplace, bask in the laughter of loved ones, or gaze upon the familiar landscapes that had once been his sanctuary? Lost in the swirling currents of time, he grappled with the relentless grip of the time trap. Each moment stretched infinitely before him, an unyielding prison from which there seemed no escape. Would he ever break free from its suffocating embrace, or would he remain forever ensnared in its merciless clutches?
I would like to thank you for watching the video to the end. To encourage us to make more videos, please like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Check out this other video if you haven't already.